Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. The Southern Gentleman Podcast System, the Southern Gentleman Podcast System. Go ahead and get that. I want you to go cop that new Remedy. I want you to go to SoundCloud. I want you to go to Remedy, get that Scrooge. I want you to go get that. That's the new joint. I need you to go get that, man. That's the real. And check that out. But what we want to talk about right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me get the camera right here. Let me get the camera right. Let me get some light here too. What we want to talk about right now, man, was the verses that just went down. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. It was spectacular. We had 8 Ball and MJG. We had UGK. And I think it was one of the best verses ever. I mean, the fact that they showed no animosity, the fact that Bun B gave the moment of silence for the kids in Udave, you know what I'm saying, that tragedy. The fact that there was just no hatred in the building, you know what I'm saying? It was just love, you know, love for the South. And that's how what we've always been about. And I'm not saying that anybody else has not been about that. I'm just saying that we have always been love, you know, and just want to respect, you know, and that's what happens when you live in peace. That's what happens when you live behind enemy lines. You have to be willing to forgive, forget, and have love in your heart. So we are that's why I always say we're a special breed from the South. And I just think that this verses tonight showed that this verses was coming together of, you know, two of the classic duos in hip hop. Unfortunately, Pimp C's no longer with us, but he's always with us. I think Bun did a great job in not bringing other rappers out to do Pimp C, but just let us hear Pimp C. I think that was an excellent touch because Pimp was just a master. If you ever want to hear one of the greatest in- interview, it's about 22 minutes, and it's Pimp C talking about disrespect from the South, and you'll find it. And it's one of the greatest interviews ever. It's just where Pimp talks about what it takes to be a nigga from the South. He says he don't, you know, one of the best lines is he's not disrespecting nobody from the East Coast, nobody from the West Coast, nobody from New York, nobody from Chi-Town. He's not disrespecting any of them niggas. What he does say though, what he does say though, is that it takes a special cat to be from the South, especially when you know you behind enemy lines. So I just think that this was one of the greatest verses as ever. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I watched the Jeezy verses. I watched the Jeezy Gucci verses. I watched the Ti verses. I watched some of the female verses, and I think that as far as representing culture, representing a group of people, representing a lifestyle, it is truly a blessing to be a cat from the South because you know your roots. You still have the legacy of slavery. You still have the legacy of Jim Crow, but then you still got the power of, you know, Atlanta. You got the power of Birmingham. You got the power of fucking Knoxville. You got the power of Chattown. You know what I'm saying? You still got these powerful black cities. So, you know, that's what it means to be from the South. You know, so I just encourage you to watch that versus. It was a good one. Uh, always remember the Southern Gentleman podcast system. And I think we're going to end it off. And good night, you know. But like I said, it was a good show. Good show. Good show. So, just make sure you pay